Hi folks, this is Karim Raouf from IT Visualizer channel. We will continue our lab, the Red Alert lab. This is the video number 68. We have been discussing in the previous video the following. We have been now working for 3 videos on creating Windows 11 master image. So we all know that Windows 10 with all of its versions will expire at October 24, 2025. So we have from now until 2025 3 years or less than 3 years to prepare ourselves to migrate to Windows 11. So in the previous 3 videos we have installed Windows 11 on a virtual machine, and now we are preparing this virtual machine to contain all of the necessary programs needed by most of the large corporates and make an image of this virtual machine to deploy it in our network. So in a real scenario or real case scenario, we will get a machine and then install Windows 11 on it and install the necessary programs and create a master image and deploy it to the different PCs in our network. So we have been working in this topic for 3 videos. This is called Windows 11 master image, or the image that will be cloned to different PCs in our network. So let's continue now our 4th part. We will continue working with creating the Windows 11 master image. We have discussed a lot of tips and tricks, some of them concerning the performance of the machine, the virtual memory of the machine, customize the appearance of the Windows 11, okay, and install necessary programs like Office, like 7-zip, like KeyPass XC. So this is and Adobe Reader, of course. All of these are programs needed by large corporates. Okay, so let's continue now with the 4th part for Windows 11 master image creation tips and tricks. So now I am downloading a tool called Msmg Toolkit. Okay, what is this Msmg Toolkit? This is a toolkit that is specialized in customizing Windows ISO images. So what I mean by this, we all know that there is some Windows 10 or 11 images that are customized Windows images. I mean that this is not the original image or the original operating system installed by Microsoft. Some of these customized Windows 10 or Windows 11 ISO images or operating systems contains the Windows operating system plus additional software like 7-zip, like Firefox, like Google Chrome. So what I mean by this, you can download the operating system ISO image. This is a customized Windows ISO image, so you can download it and then install it. You will see that it doesn't contain only the operating system, it contains additional software. Okay, so this is called customized operating system or customized Windows operating system. So there is a specialized tool to create customized Windows operating system. So you can use this tool not only to install Windows image or install Windows operating system, but to add with this operating system different software or different tools, and then take a copy or put it in an ISO image to be installed later. Okay, so what I mean by this, let's have a scenario. Now you have downloaded the Windows 10 ISO image from the Microsoft website. You will use this specialized tool Msmg to tweak the Microsoft Windows 10 ISO image and add additional programs to this ISO image and add additional features to this ISO image. And you can also remove some features from this ISO image. You can remove Windows Store, you can remove Microsoft games. So it is a specialized tool to customize Microsoft operating system. Okay, so let's see also this website and see what does the description as if of this website says. So let's continue. So there is some specialized tool to customize Windows operating system. especially the ISO image. Okay, so let's see now what is MSMG. So it is here as what the description says. So MSMG, it's a free open source toolkit. It helps you to integrate localization packages, drivers, feature packs, add-on packs, and updates, so you can add to the Windows operating system some customized drivers for your different hardware in your network. You can add localization packages. You can add to the Windows 10 for example, Arabic language pack, English language pack, so you can add different language packs. You can remove Windows components, so the Windows operating system comes with certain Windows components. You can remove some of these components from the Windows operating system image or ISO image. You can customize the Windows operating system interface. It can appear different. You can use also this to automate your Windows setup, so you can use it as a tool to automate the Windows setup task. Okay, save and deploy Windows installation images. So this is what we mean by MSMG. I will have a specialized video on how we can use this tool to customize our Windows operating system image or ISO image or DVD image. Okay, so we can use it to customize a special Windows operating system for us that contains all of the tools that we need, that it is more faster, more tweaked to our needs. Okay, so this is one of the things, okay, or one of the important tools. We will have a specialized video to talk about it. So now we will go and download this tool. First of all, he says that integrates language packages. So this is some description for the tool and what does it do. It integrates language feature packages and localize your Windows installation. Integrate device drivers into Windows installation image. This is what I'm talking about. And Windows installation boot image. So it integrates different device drivers to the Windows operating system image. Okay, so if you, for example, you have an HP PC or you have Dell PC, the Windows 10 or Windows 11 will include the HP drivers and the Dell drivers for your PC. Okay, so you can also import and integrate host PC drivers into Windows installation image. Also, you can integrate Windows feature packages. For example, some features in Windows are not installed by default, so you can use this tool to make this feature available once you install the operating system. So for example, NetFrame is not installed by default when the Windows 10 is installed, so you can use this tool to force the Windows installation to set up NetFrame while installing the Windows 10 operating system or Windows 11. So we will use this tool to do a lot of things. Update integration, so you can, for example, include with the Windows 10 operating system image the updates, the latest updates for this operating system. So you can include or you can set up the Windows 10 in additional to the updates or the latest update released by Microsoft. So this is very good. So you can you don't need to install the operating system and then connect to the internet and download the latest update. The Windows 10 operating system image will include the latest updates. So this also can be used by the Msmg Toolkit. Okay, component removal, you can remove some Windows components like Windows games, like Windows Store, like for example Cortana. There is a lot of things you can remove that makes a lot of takes a lot of space and makes the Windows 10 heavy or the performance not fast. Okay, and some features or some packages or some programs is a security hazard from some recommendations, for example, from the Department of Defense. Okay, for example, the OneDrive package, the Windows Store, some of its components also are a security hazard. Anyway, these are also, you can use this tool to customize the Windows look, custom cursors, custom themes, custom skin packs. You can also deploy Windows image. So deploy Windows installation image either in WMI, ESD format through USB or DVD. So it helps you also to create an image. So you tweak the Windows 10 ISO image, and you can after that create an image, okay, and save it as WIM or ESD. Anyway, we will use this later, but I am installing, or I am just downloading the software. So you have here, you can see, I need to get a little bit closer here. So we go to downloads. Here we can see that this is the toolkit, this is the software, and this is some packages you can download. For example, language or Arabic language from this MS Toolkit package. You can download, for example, NetFrame, okay, integrate it with Windows. So this is our different files. For example, Windows localization packages, feature packages, feature on demand packages, add-on packages. So these are all packages you can use to add it to the Windows 10 operating system image, okay, or integrated with the Windows 10 operating system image. This is the toolkit. We will download it. So here we can see that it redirects us to Mediafire. This is one of the uploaders, or one of the free upload servers, or hosts, or upload host server, okay. This is the toolkit. It is here zipped as 7z. It is already zipped file. So we will download only this file, okay. So we'll continue like this, and this is the file. I need to download it, and then we can open it and see what does it contain. So this is the toolkit we will use later to customize the original Microsoft operating system ISO image. And this is the packages, this is the tool packages or toolkit packages. Here we can see that it contains a lot of things. It contains NetFrame, so this is the source of NetFrame, okay. You can add it to the Windows 10 ISO image and it will be installed automatically. And you have PowerShell 7. So PowerShell 7, it is not installed by default with Windows 10 operating system. So you can use the Msmg tool to integrate PowerShell 7 with the Windows 10 operating system image, and once you install it, you will find it already installed. So you can add PowerShell 7 to the Windows 10 operating system. You can add it, I mean, by adding it, it will be added and it will be installed automatically once the Windows operating system installation is finished. So these are all things you can use. You have also the Dart. This is some Microsoft tools used for troubleshooting. So this also can be integrated with the Windows 10 operating system ISO image, okay. It will be available once you add it to the Windows 10 operating system image using this tool, Msmg, okay. So these are all things you can add. Some NetFrame 6, for example, some games, okay. So these are all packages that can be added and installed automatically when you install Windows 10 operating system image. Anyway, so we will not download it now, we'll download it later. This is one of the tools that are used to customize the source image or the source operating system image of Microsoft, okay. There is other tools that you can customize Windows 10 but after the installation of the operating system, okay. We will see also some of these tools. By the way, I do not recommend using a lot of these tools to customize Windows. Some of them are not we don't know who programmed it or how it is written, or the programming code these tools are written with. So for example, this is an open source tool. You can use it and you can know the programming code of this tool. But for example, there is some tools you cannot know the programming language by which these programs are written, because some of these programs may contain malware or contain some programming language that will enable the software to hack your machine. So you need to be very careful, okay. So we will use some tools that are trustful, or we will see these tools how they work and how they can customize Windows. Some of these tools customize Windows using registry or using some something within the operating system. We will know what this tool uses. For example, if it uses registry keys to customize Windows operating system, we will know what is this registry keys and we can edit it by ourselves. So let's see the different tools that are used also to customize Windows 10. Some of these tools, for example, I have a website that is called Windows Club. This is a very famous website that contains a lot of tools to help you to troubleshoot Windows and to customize Windows operating system, and also contains some articles on how you can solve different problems concerning the Windows 10 or any Windows operating system. So there is in this website something called Windows Tweaker 5. This is a tool used to customize the Windows 11 or Windows 10 operating system, but this tool is used after the operating system is installed, not before. Msmg, it is used before the installation of the operating system by editing the Windows ISO image or Windows image. Okay, so this is a tool. We will also use it. If we can see here, if you go a little bit further, let me show you all something. This is the tool. It appears, if we can get a little bit closer here. So this is the tool. You can customize a lot of things in Windows 11. So you can, for example, disappear some options, activate some options, close some options. All of these are used by this tool, or it's done by this tool. And basically this tool uses registry keys to implement the different options. So for example, if you tell him to show hibernate option when you shut down the machine, it basically goes and plays with the registry to let the hibernate option appears when you click shutdown or when you click start menu. So these all are options this tool disable or enable with playing with the registry. Okay, so we will use it later and we will see how we can tweak it. Okay, so these are all tools used to customize the Windows 11 or Windows 10. We can use these tools to make the Windows operating system more faster and more easy for the users to work with. Okay, so we'll download this tool and we will use it later. So these are two tools, Msmg and Windows Tweaker. And there is another tool in a website called WinIro. This is a very famous website also. It is created by a Russian developer or a Russian software engineer, I think, but it always appears as, or the antivirus sees it as not a trustful website, and all of its downloads are not trusted by any antivirus, actually for my Avera. But actually it is safe. You can scan it and see. But actually also there is a tool in this website to tweak Windows 11, and I prefer this tool on Windows Club tool, because this tool tells you what option you can disable from the Windows and how this can be done using the software of WinIro Tweaker or through playing with the registry. So he will gives you a way to close this option by yourself by going to the registry and edit a certain option, or let the WinIro Tweaker program do this for you. So he gives you the way. If you do not need the software or the WinIro Tweaker to do or to disable this option in Windows 11, he can give you the manual way. He will tell you that you can go to the registry and play with a certain option to do the same thing, but not using the software if you are suspicious about the software itself. Anyway, we will also have a video for using the WinIro Tweaker and another video for using the Windows Club Tweaker and another video for Msmg tool. Okay, so these are different tools to customize Windows 11 we should use, and we need it to tweak the Windows 11, okay, and make it more customizable for our needs. Okay, so now we have all of this. We need to go and open the virtual machine and begin working with the Windows 11. Okay, so we have done a lot of things. We need now to make more tweaks, okay, and other things. For example, one of the tweaks in Windows 11, we all know that there is something called Windows photo viewer. This was introduced in Windows XP and Windows 7. It's a program to view images. It was removed from Windows 10 and Windows 11, and it is replaced by a software called Photo. Okay, this is used now to view images in Windows 10. It's appears to be more have more options and more attracting interface, but actually it takes a lot from the RAM. Okay, the Windows photo viewer is less consuming of the RAM, and it is more faster than the Windows Photo or the new Windows Photo software. We will see now how we can restore Windows Photo Windows Photo viewer to view our images instead of Windows Photo or Windows Photo application. Okay, so now we will go and we will edit a certain registry key to reactivate the program that is called Windows Photo Viewer to view images instead of Windows Photo. Okay, we will see that in a moment. So now what I'm doing here I need to disable the key pass from loading automatically once I log into the machine, okay, or start up automatically once I log into the Windows operating system. This takes a lot from the RAM, so I need to disable the auto startup of key pass once I log into the Windows 10. I can open it manually, but I don't need it to be started up automatically. So we'll go to the task manager and go to the startup tab and disable the startup of key pass automatically when I log in. Okay, so let's see this, how we can do this. And we will take, this is the task manager, and we'll go to the startup. I need to disable key pass. Here we can see that this affects the startup impact. This delays the startup, so key pass will delay the startup because it has a high startup impact. It takes a lot from the RAM and the processor, so we need to disable the automatic startup of this software. If I need this software, I will open it manually by myself. Okay, so we have said before that the startup impact, you should disable all of the programs that have startup impact high, which is needed, okay, unless you don't need it. So some software should be started up automatically, something like, for example, the antivirus and other things. But key pass, it's not necessary to start up automatically, and its startup impact is high, so we need to disable it. Okay, anyway, so we'll disable it, and then we will go and enable, or we will set up a registry key to enable the photo viewer or the Windows Photo Viewer, because it is now disabled by default in Windows 10 and Windows 11. So the default program to view images is Windows Photo. Windows Photo Viewer is removed, or it's not working anymore. So we will make a registry key to activate Windows Photo Viewer, and we will make it the default program for viewing images. So let's see, or let me show you all how we can do this. So we'll go and take two files. Okay, these two files are some registry keys. Anyway, let me show you all first. If you try to open an image, the default software to view images, let me open it first. If you open background, let's see, this is the software, it's called Photos. Okay, this is the Windows default program used for viewing images. Okay, starting from Windows 10. Okay, in Windows 7 this program was not there. Okay, it is a recent program. Okay, so the Windows Photo, it is an application, or the default application used by Windows to view images. Okay, as we can see here, it appears to have more features than Windows Photo Viewer, but actually it takes a lot from the RAM, and we don't need all this kind. It is actually, you can use it not only to view images, but you can edit images. Okay, so it is something like simple software to edit images. Okay, but I don't need this actually, because it takes a lot from the RAM, so I can use the Windows Photo Viewer instead to view images. Okay, and make make or consume less RAM and less processing power from my machine. So we will not use this program as the default program for viewing images. We will now close it, okay, and then we will activate a registry key, or we will set up a registry key to reactivate Windows Photo Viewer. Let's see how we can do this. This is a very simple registry key. Okay, I will put it in my Google Drive space, okay, and you can all use it. This is very simple. We will go and I'll show you all what this looks like. So it is let me show you all what is this. This is, okay, it's called Activate Photo Viewer on Windows 11 or Windows 10, okay. And actually there is an application called Calculator. It is in Windows 11 and Windows 10, and it was in all Windows versions and operating systems, but the new Calculator also takes a lot from the RAM, okay. It seems to be more have a more graphical interface or attractive graphical interface, but it takes a lot from the RAM and the processor. So I need to install the old calculator. So if I show you all what is this calculator, if you go and tell him calc, so this is the new calculator, okay. This is the new calculator on Windows 10. There was an old calculator used in Windows 7 which have more or a simple interface, and it doesn't take a lot from the RAM. So I need to install the old calculator to use it on Windows 10 and Windows 11, or to replace it, to replace the new calculator with the old calculator, okay. So let's see how we can do this. So this is the old calculator used in Windows XP and Windows 7. So we'll use it instead of the new calculator, okay. So here I am copying the source of this program, paste, and then this is the registry key that we will double click. So I can double click the key, okay, or the registry key. Once you click on this key, or this, as we see here, it will add the registry key. It will activate the Windows Photo Viewer. So this is a good thing. I will show you all how we can or how this will affect, or it will change the default program used to view the images in Windows 10 or Windows 11. So let me pass this real quickly. So we will go there, okay, and we will log in again. So what we will do, let me show you all something here again, sorry. So let me show you all what we did now here. After that, we need to, a simple trick here we need to do, okay. So first of all, I am repeating the process. I will activate the key, or double click this key to reactivate Photo Viewer, and then what you should do, every photo or the photo extensions. So for example, you need to do this. You need to click the image, okay, or the different image extensions. You need to force the Windows to use the Windows Photo Viewer as the default program for viewing these extensions. This will not be done from the default programs in the control panel. You need to do this manually. Every extension for every image, you need to right click and tell him to open with Windows Photo Viewer. We will see now that the Windows Photo Viewer will be available in the other programs menu. Let me show you all this. So we will go and tell him open with, and then choose other application. Before that, Windows Photo Viewer was not enabled, but after using this registry key or installing this registry key, the Windows Photo Viewer will be available in the other application menu. So if you open it, let's show you all. We go further down. We can see that the Windows Photo Viewer is available now. It was not available before. And tell him to always open JPG images with it. We need to do this for every image extension. This cannot be done from the default programs option in the control panel. It will not let you do this. You need to do this manually with this way that I'm showing you now. So anyway, we will do this. Now we can open the photo. Okay, so here this is for the JPG extensions. We will do this for the ping extensions. So we need to do this for every Windows extension or image extension. We need a photo viewer and open ping files with it. So now we have the Windows photo viewer as our default program for viewing images. Okay, so this is easier. This is a simpler, or this is a simple software for viewing images. It doesn't take a lot from the RAM, and some of us like the old Windows photo viewer as a program. It's more simple. You have a simple interface. You can use it to view images. So here I think we can see that we can now view the images. Very simple. Okay, and now we need to install the old calculator of Windows 10, sorry, old calculator of XP. So this was an old calculator used in Windows 7 and Windows XP. Okay, so this was also one of the programs that doesn't take a lot from the RAM. Most of the applications in Windows 10, something like the new application calculator in Windows 10 and the new photo application in Windows 10 take a lot from the RAM. The old programs like Windows Photo Viewer and old calculator takes less from the RAM. Maybe they have not advanced options like photo or like the new calculator, but it is good, and actually we don't need all of these features. Okay, anyway, so now we have installed the old calculator, and we have Reactivate Windows Photo Viewer as our default image viewer. Okay, so now we need to have a look on the different options in Windows 11. We can discover the different options in Windows 11. And by the way, one of the things to increase the performance of Windows 10 is to play with the power options. Okay, we need to tell him to have or to tweak the power options to have high performance. So if we make the power options in the Windows 10 high performance, this will increase the performance of the Windows operating system. We will see how we can do this. This is one of the things to tweak the performance of Windows 10, to make the power options as high performance. Okay, let's see how we can play with the power options and how we can do this. So now this is the features, most of the personalization features. I'm just having a look on or discovering the features of Windows 11. Okay, and we will discuss the important features one by one. So now, for example, we can go to the system, which is the most important feature in Windows 11, or an important feature. We can go and, for example, and see for example, the multitasking. Okay, multitasking, we don't need it anyway. This is multitasking when you have different windows and you need to resize it or something. Anyway, so we don't need actually to see this option. Okay, Alt and Tab if you need to hop from one window to another. Okay, so accessibility, I don't think we need also accessibility. So we need to see the important features in Windows 11. Okay, so let me see. So now we go to the setting, and then we go to the system. Okay, and then we need to see the we can see the power. Okay, first of all we can see the power options or see the storage options. Let's first, I think we need to see the power options. We need to play a little bit with the power options. Okay, change the power mode to have high performance. Okay, so if you change the power mode to high performance, this will increase the performance of the machine. Okay, so let's see how we can do this. First of all, we need to choose the balanced power plan, and then play with it, or play with the options of the balanced power plan. Play with the option of the balanced power plan to make the operating system more faster. How we can do this? We, for example, disable the sleep option for the hard disk. from the power option, and we will disable the hibernate. Okay, so disabling the hibernate and disabling the sleep for the hard disk, this will increase the performance of the machine. Okay, so let's see this. We will go first to the control panel, and then we go to the power options. Here we go to the power options, and then we can see here that there is balance power plan, balances performance with energy consumption on capable hard disk, capable hardware. So here we do not need to balance energy consumption with performance. We need the highest performance, even though it will consume a lot of energy. Actually, this is a desktop, it's not a laptop, so the energy, it's not a main concern for me. This can be done when you are working on the laptop without a chargeable or without a charge source. You are using the battery. Okay, we will increase the performance on the and we don't bother us with the energy consumption. So we will change the plan setting, we will tweak this plan or power plan, we will disable the sleep option, we will disable hibernate. This will increase the performance of the machine. And actually there is additional plans. Some of them is a high performance plan. You can use it. Actually, instead of tweaking an existing power plan, you can use a ready-made plan, which is a ready-made power plan, which is called high performance power plan or ultra high performance power plan. But ultra high performance power plan, it is for specialized PCs with a very high hardware. Okay, anyway, you can use the additional plans, or you can tweak an existing power plan. Okay, so let's go and tweak this plan. So we will change the plan setting. Here we need to disable the hibernate. So we need to tell him not to put computer to sleep. So we'll change the plan. Here we need not, we'll let him turn off the display, but we will not put the computer to sleep. And then we will change the advanced power options. Okay, and disable turning off the hard disk. Okay, so these two options will increase the performance of the machine. Okay, and actually we'll disable the hibernate. We will see later that these two options, when we tweak it, this will make high performance. If we choose a ready-made power plan, like for example high power plan or ultra power plan, we will see that they are using the same options. So we'll tell him not to sleep, okay, never, and turn off hard disk, never, and to disable hibernate. So this is one of the things, okay, to make your performance of the machine faster. Okay, so we'll tell him apply and okay. So we disable the sleep and we disable the hibernate. Okay, so actually he will disable the hibernate by automatic. So it is here that it will not sleep after a couple of things. Okay, so this is it. Let me show you all something here. If you go to additional, so here we can see that, for example, let me get a little bit closer. So if you go first here again, so again, so I think we have done this. Just wait for a moment. No, we can get back. So here this is the balanced one. If you go to additional, here we can see there is two things. Okay, he say high performance power plan favors performance but use more energy. Ultimate performance provides ultimate performance on higher end PCs. So you can use this one instead of tweaking this one. Okay, so the high performance favors performance but uses more energy. Let's see the different setting for this plan. So if we tell him to choose high performance, we will not use the ultimate one, we use the high performance. Okay, and let's see the different setting for this plan. Okay, so all of these are setting. You can see that sleep is never. So here he is using sleep to never, but actually here he is giving yes, sleep to never. So we can see here that he's having the sleep for never. We need to change this setting actually, but as we can see here that these are set by default. Sleep is disabled by default in the high performance power plan. So this is a way you can tweak the power plan for the Windows operating system, so it will make it more faster. Okay, so this is another thing to tweak the performance of Windows 11. Also to tweak the performance of Windows 11 by disabling visual effects and by increasing the virtual memory. We have said this before. Okay, so this is another thing to work with. Okay, and actually now we will begin playing with the regional options for this operating system. We need to change the time zone for this machine. We need to play with the metric and some, for example, we need to standardize the date and time formats. So I need to see the date and time displayed in a certain format so I can know it, or I can familiarize myself with it. But actually, by the way, you can tweak these options by using a group policy. But if you are in a work group and you need to take an image and to deploy it to other PCs in a work group, so you need to standardize your date and time formats from the options, not from the local group policy, or not standardizing the date and time formats, not using local group policy, but with do it manually and take an image and deploy it. Okay, so we will standardize the date and time formats. I need to see it as day and then months and then year, not month and then day and then year. So we will change the way date and time formats appear. This is to standardize your image and to, for example, also display the currency in our local currency. So this is for the dollar. All of the currency will appear in this machine will appear in dollar. So I need it to appear in LE because I am in Egypt. So this is some tweaks. We are tweaking the default option in Windows 10 to reflect our environment. The date and time displayed, the currency, the different measures, something like in kilogram or in LB or in something in the American style of weighting. Okay, so we use kilos, not libs or something, or we are using here Fahrenheit, and so in America they are using Fahrenheit for measuring heat. Here in Egypt we are using Celsius. So we need to play with the different measures here. Now we will tell him additional setting. We need to play with the additional setting. So we need here to go and change. Just wait for a moment, guys. I need to do something. I need to see how much time we have used. Okay, so okay, we can continue for about 10 minutes. So now we will go to the numbers, okay, and then change the measurement system, not to use the United States. We need something called metric, because US uses, for example, Fahrenheit to measure heat, and use LEPS or not kilobyte, or sorry, not kilograms. So it use something called LEPS, okay, and it use centimeter. It doesn't use other things. So we need to change the measurement system to reflect our currently used measurement system in our country. So if you are outside of the United States, you need to change the measurement system to reflect your measurement system in your country. We use metric because I am outside of the United States region. Okay, so we now change the measurement system to reflect my current country measurement system, because this will be an image. So all of this will be reflected in all of my PCs in the network. Okay, so now we are making to metric, and then we need also to change the currency to not reflect US dollars, but to be LE. This is my, or pounds. Okay, this is Egyptian pound. Okay, so this is the currency. And then the time, I need the time not to be displayed in hour, then minutes, then seconds. Okay, I need it to be reflected in a certain this is not for the time. I need to be replaced in hour in this format. So for example, it will be displayed in HH. This means it will be replaced in 24 hours system. So H, small h, means 12-hour system, and capital H means 24-hour system. Okay, so I need it to be displayed in 24 hours system, and then it be displayed in minutes and then in seconds. So this is, I need the time to be displayed in 24-hour system, not 12 hours. Okay, so this is another thing to take into consideration, the way the time will appear. And then for the date, I don't need it to be only months and then day and then year. No, I need it to be displayed in day and then months and then year. Okay, because here I'm using this kind of date format in my country. In United States they use the months then the day, but in my country they use the day and then the months. Okay, anyway, so we will change all of this setting because we will take an image of this machine after playing with all of these settings. I am standardizing this image, okay, to be used in my network. Okay, so now we have done this, we have played with all of these options. Okay, and then after that we will discover the different options for my Windows 11. We will see how we can play with this setting and change it to work for our benefit. So let's see now. For example, here I need to go and discover the different options. Okay, so I think we have already played with the power options and all of this setting. So now we need to go and work with the other options. So let's go further. So now we will go, and I need to do something here, guys. I need to go and add an option to change the display language from English to Arabic. So if I am working in a country that uses the Arabic language as the mother language, so I need the Windows to be displayed, or the Windows language to be displayed in Arabic, not in English. So I need to add the Arabic language as a Windows display language. So I need to do this. How we can do this? Let me show you all how we can do this. So if we can go further, let me show you all how we can do this very simply. So let me show you all how we can do this. We need to add the Arabic language as this Windows display image. So let's go now and open system or time and language, and the language region. Okay, here is the language region. Okay, and then tell him to, this is the Arabic, this is the keyboard, it is a keyboard to type, but not to be as a display language. Here we can see that this is called language pack. As soon as you add the language pack, after that you can go and tell him please, or after that you will have an option to change the Windows display language from English to Arabic. Let me show you all this. After going and tell him to download the language pack, okay, I will show you all. After doing the language pack, just wait for a moment, it's now installed. You can go again and then open the language and region. Okay, then here you can see that Windows display language, Windows feature like setting and File Explorer will appear in this language. Here this is the English. You will see that you will have another language now, which is Arabic. So you can change the Windows display language from English to Arabic. This is very good option if you are working in an environment that doesn't, or the people doesn't understand English, or they need to work with Windows using their mother tongue language. Okay, so this is something we need also to stress on. We have done this already, so this is a good thing. And now we will begin exploring different options in Windows 11, but I will stop here because the video is too long. We will stop at the minute of 35:14. Hope this video is informative for you all, and thank you all for viewing. Thank you so much.